Hey guys, good morning. Coming back with another video. Uh, I was reading my comments this morning when I first woke up, and I thought right now will be the perfect time to tap in with you guys. I mean, not my comments, my emails. And so I'm outside of Tim Hortons here, and I decided to get a little air in here. So I decided to take a minute and go live. Sorry if I'm a little too early for you guys, but I'm usually up early. Anyways. But anyway, Fabio, what do you mean when you say invest? Invest in yourself, invest in your business. Can you be specific? Okay, here's the thing. Because I don't want you guys to get this twisted. Like, I don't want you guys to get this thing when I say investment, you got to go out and buy all of this equipment and buy all of this stuff, right? You want to keep your investing to a minimum. Like, you want to kind of give yourself a budget for it, but you have to invest in yourself. And I'm talking about from marketing stationaries to self development, okay? Every aspect of business. Now, in the beginning, if money is a factor, then you limit it with your investment. So you have to be strategic as to what comes first, what you should invest in first. Should you get your business cards over your shirts? Should you get uh, your online marketing over, your flyers? Like, it's different ways to determine what you should invest in first. I suggest, and this is only my opinion if you guys have the money to do so, but I suggest if you're not going to invest in uh, a coaching, like a coaching program or a mentorship or something like that, I suggest that you guys invest in YouTube. Okay, I tell people all the time, guys, and when I mean investing in yourself, it's not always money. When I mean investing in yourself, it's just overall. I tell people all the time, either you're going to have time or you're going to have the money. Okay, if you don't have the money, you have to be more strategic when investing in yourself. Okay, if you don't have the money, you have to be a little bit more strategic when investing in yourself. So that's using the likes of Google, using the likes of YouTube, etc., etc. Okay, but I don't mean when I say investing in yourself, I don't mean you have to go out and get an office. Okay, I don't mean that you have to go and get some equipment, right? Some fancy carpet cleaning machine or some fancy floor care machine or anything like that. That's not what I mean. Okay, I believe that self development is very very important in terms of getting your mindset together, getting yourself ready. Investing in yourself could be health wise, going to the gym, working out like I do often, right? So it's a lot of different ways to invest in yourself. But if let's say you have a significant amount of money, I like to break it down. Let's say you got $5,000, right? You have $5,000. Now, if you don't know how to spend that $5,000, it's very easy for you to blow through it. But I like to break it down to increments, right? I did a video on this before, and this is how I was able to manage my revenue, manage my money. If you got $5,000, I suggest that you break it down into increments. If you look at $5,000 as a whole, it's not a lot of money, but it is a lot of money for those that don't have it. And it's very easy to blow through it. So I would suggest if I have $5,000 to invest in myself, invest in my business, whatever the case is, I would suggest you break it down to like thousands at a time. So take $1,000 out of the 5,000, sit the 4,000 to the side, and see what you can do with the $1,000 in terms of investing it across all avenues. Okay, whether it's self development, whether it's getting your business cards, your stationery, uh, you know, having a document drawn up, whatever the case is. Okay, I would see what I can do with the $1,000 and put the four to the side. Meanwhile, you're still gonna have to be looking for new contracts. Okay, so that's whether you're using online platforms, social media. That's whether you're using offline mediums, door to door, phone calling, and there's a lot of other ways that you can get accounts, through Yelp and Google Ads and different things like that, right? So I like to try the free methods first. If I was investing the $5,000 into my business, I wouldn't just say, you know what, let me go out and get an office and put this down payment down on the space, right? So here it is, you just spent $2,000 out of the $5,000 for office space that you didn't even necessarily need. Hey, how's it going, DTN? That you didn't even need. A lot of you guys are totally forgetting that you can work out of home. Okay? A lot of you guys are totally forgetting you can work straight out of home. Okay? And you can actually write portions of that off as business space. So if you're working out of a room, out of your home, or out of your apartment or whatever, that space could be written off. Okay, as a business expense. Okay? So like I say, it's a lot of stuff that you guys need to learn. You have to be a little bit more proactive. I'm still learning on a daily basis. I don't know everything that there is to know about commercial cleaning, but I know a lot, right? I have mentors, and it does cost me to have mentors, but I have $1 million mentors in a lot of different things, right? When I'm at the gym, I have like a gym mentor, right? I have commercial cleaning mentors, and sometimes it costs you. So when you hire a personal trainer, it costs you. When you have a mentor for commercial cleaning, it costs you. Now, like I say, I would suggest when investing in yourself, I would suggest people have a coach or have some type of mentor, some type of guidance. We in a day and age right now where a lot of people don't read a lot of books, or people don't listen to a lot of audio books, or even make time to, you know, do a lot of that stuff, right? Well, I do. I do. So the information that I get from other folks, I impute in you guys, because I understand video is where it's at right now. A lot of people resort to YouTube as a way to learn something, or as a way to develop a better them, or whatever the case is, right? So what I learned from the outside in, I in turn give it away to you guys for free, where it's already costing me, right? So like I say, man, it's, a lot of people just think that podcasts and audiobooks I listen to all day. Yeah, and here's another thing about podcasting and audiobooks. I love them. I love podcasts. I love audiobooks. But sometimes we can get wrapped up in those podcasts and those audiobooks that we do nothing. So here it is, you done found yourself to listen to 2 hours, 3 hours of audiobooks, right? Or podcasting. You're listening to it on your way to the gym. You're listening to it when you leave the gym. You're listening to it on the way to pick your kids up. You're listening to it once you get home. You go out and you sit in the car and listen to it. You listen to it on the way to work. You listen to it on the way. And it all sounds good in theory. But if you don't do anything with the information, guys, you won't get anywhere. If you don't do anything with the information, you will not get anywhere. I cannot say that enough. Okay? I listen to podcasts too. I watch YouTube videos here and there. Uh, listen to audiobooks, and I also read books. Okay? But you have to do something with the information. You have to do something with the information. Okay? If you don't do anything with the information, you will not get anywhere. I love watching very inspirational things, and I like to see other people win. So when I learn about somebody that started a new business and in 12 months they went from zero to millionaire, that's inspiring to me. That's inspiring to me. No matter what business they in, they don't have to be in cleaning or anything. I was talking to a young lady. She started a hair company on YouTube, right? And she made, I think it was 45,000. I spoke on her before. She made 45,000 in a year time, right? And a lot of people is generally not making that type of income, right? So when I talked to her about business and asked her what's her goal and this and this and that, she had very specific goals. Very specific goals. She listened to podcasts, we talk about it. She listened to motivational stuff, we talk about it. But she say, Fabio, you have to keep going. I have to execute. I have to do this stuff. She did her very first webinar last night, and she was nervous. Fabio, what would you suggest? I say, go in there and talk your shit. Go in there and talk your shit. Okay? You know your subject better than anybody. So if hair and bundles and wigs and things like that is what you sell, you know that. You know that. So go in there and do your thing. And when it was over, she gave me a call and said, I think it was a success. I think I did great. I got a lot of great feedback. Again, but guys, you have to, there's something on the other side of fear. Okay? It's something. But to get back to investing in yourself, like I say, investing in yourself, when I say invest in yourself, guys, I'm not always talking about money. Let's get that clear. Money helps things, but I'm not always talking about money. Invest in audio books or regular books, just, hardcover books. Invest in some type of training. Okay? Now, I am against buying everybody course because I learned early on buying all the books and all the courses, right? Everybody is saying the same thing pretty much. It's only so much that you can say about commercial cleaning. There's really no innovation unless somebody bring a certain type of technology or a certain type of tech into the industry. There's really no real big innovation in commercial cleaning. Everybody do just about the same thing. Everybody do just about the same thing as it relates to picking up contracts. They go door to door. They pick up the phones. They use AdSense. They use social platforms and different things like that. Facebook ads, things of this sort. Okay, so like I say, um, you do want to invest in yourself, but it's not always investing in terms of money. Okay, now if you have money, I would suggest if people ask me, hey, well, what should I do with this type of money, or what should I do with this amount of money? What should I do? I always suggest people to get a mentor because they're just a step above where you're at, and they can help you avoid the pitfalls that you might fall into. Okay, even your mentor don't have all the answers, but they have a lot of great answers that can help you get over the hump a lot faster than if you did it yourself. Okay, so that's what I mean by investing in yourself. Here's another thing I want to talk about, why it just kind of popped in my head, guys. Here's another thing. I think I'm trying to get a cold or something. Here's another thing I want to talk about. And I talked about this before, and I'm going to talk about it again. You guys have to start answering your phones. I don't care if it says unknown caller, private caller, scam likely. I don't care what it says. You have to start answering your phones. You'll be amazed at how many people that I call and they don't answer the phones. I'm not trying to sell them anything or anything of the sort, but they don't answer the calls. You'll be amazed at how many people they had joined my lead generation program, right? They joined my lead generation program, but they did not answer the phones. So they invested into the program, but when the calls started coming through, the people will call them back. They didn't answer the phones. Okay, you have to start answering the phones, and you have to have a professional voicemail, guys. Not you have reached 313-123. You have to have a professional voicemail. Even if they're calling your cell phone, you have to have a professional voicemail. You have to give off the idea that you're a professional cleaner, you're a professional person. I call so many people, and when it says the person you have reached and it says nothing is not available at this time, I hang up. But if you say, hey, the person you have reached is Amanda Smith with such and such a cleaning company, I'm more prone to leaving you a voicemail opposed to if you didn't say anything, or opposed to if they just repeated your number. I'm telling you guys, all this makes your company look good on paper, right? Makes your company look good, make you look professional. Okay? So again, if you don't feel like you have the right voice to do a voicemail, have somebody do a voicemail. I done voicemails for my subscribers before for free. right? They tell me what they want to say. I do the voiceover on their voicemail. I log into their voicemail system, do the voicemail. They say, hey, Fabio, this is great, or I didn't like the way you said that. Can you redo it and say it like this, or whatever? Whatever you got to do, have a professional voicemail. Okay? Because I'm telling you, if you don't change that, guys, you're not going to get any voicemail messages. People are going to call, know that they called your cell phone, and they're going to hang up. When you have a professional voicemail, they don't know what they call really, right? But you have reached the phone number, da 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 da. Again, all of this, it helps build your the edge. It helps build your branding, right? When people call you and you don't pick up the phones, that doesn't set you apart from nobody else. I pick up private calls, I pick up unknown calls, block calls, I pick up all type of calls because I understand that everybody number isn't going to show up when they call me, whether they block the number or whether they don't block the number, whether their phone system is set up that way, whatever the case is. Start answering your phones. Start answering your phones. Start answering your phones. Okay? You just don't know what the call is pertaining to. Just like you don't like to, do telemarketing. You might not like people telemarketing you, calling you, trying to sell you this insurance or whatever, this program or whatever the case is. All you have to do is say, I'm not interested, you hang up. Okay? That's what people would do to you. I'm not interested right now, they hang up. But I would rather tell somebody I'm not interested and hang up than assume that I know what this call is going to be about. Then they don't leave a message and then they move right on. Because I don't leave a lot of messages, especially if there's no voicemail for really, if they got the number or they, hey, you reached J Bug, leave a message. J Bug, you're a subscriber of Fabio Hart and you got J Bug on your voicemail. Well, let me tell you something, J Bug, you're not ready to be a professional cleaner. You're not ready to really do this business yet. You got to get your phone system set up. Okay? Again, guys, like I say, even if you don't do a long drawn out voicemail or whatever the case is, you have reached and you say your company name. And that's it. Now, I wouldn't suggest you do that. I would suggest you have a voicemail. But if you're not going to have a voicemail, then at least have it where it says you have reached and then have it says your company name. Okay, but you have to start picking up the phones. Again, I understand that people work and stuff like this. Even if you have to take a quick bathroom break and go in the bathroom and see, what the call was about, go check it to the go check with that call. Go see what that call was about. Again, so many people that went through my Legion, they didn't get a contract or didn't get the contract because they didn't return the phone calls back. And I know this because they come and tell me, well, they call back later. By that time, people say that they're not interested. I call many people. You don't get a lot of Fabio Harts calling you every day, right? I'm talking about that really care about you. That's what I mean. That really care about you. That's not trying to sell you anything. That's really trying to check on you to see how I can be of service, be assistance to you. You don't get a lot of people like me that I got a lot going on, guys. Really, like my business doing great. So when I call you, I really expect you to pick up the phone. Okay? And if you're not, if you're not available at the time of this and this and that, you need to find a way to get right back to me. Right? So that's pretty much everything in a nutshell what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Picking up your phones, returning voicemails when you get them. Okay? And investing in yourself. Like I say, a lot of people say, well, Fabio, what do you mean by investing in my business, investing in myself? Or I got this back on my tax refund, or I got this, this amount of money. I don't know exactly what to do with it. I know I should invest in my business, but I don't know the specifics. So that's what I just covered earlier on this video. The specifics. your business cards, your stationery in terms of your flyers, your brochures, uh, getting some cleaning supplies, that type of thing. That's on the light side, what I mean. Not go out and get, a new apartment or a new house, or get some office space, and get the top of the line this or another cell phone and use it as your business cell phone. That's doing too much, and that's just throwing money away. Okay? So just to recap, I'm talking about investing in yourself in terms of immediately investing in yourself, your business, your stationery, maybe your little shirts or whatever the case is. And I'm talking about investing in yourself, meaning time. Okay? Meaning time. Now, we don't get a lot of it, but you have to take some time and invest in yourself. Whether it's your health, going to the gym, working out, that's a form of investing in yourself. I also believe you should invest in a coach, somebody that you deem know what you don't know and can assist you. Okay? Now, that's once you get your money up a little bit, it could be very expensive getting a coach or getting a mentor or somebody like that. But once you feel like, hey, I got enough money, I can do this, I would suggest you go out and do that. Okay? Because a coach or a mentor can kind of help you get over the hump where you might be stuck at. Now, don't put your money out on the line, and I done have this happen. People will pay me, I give them all of the sauce, so to speak. And they'll go out and they won't do anything with it. They'll pay me, I give them all of the sauce, and then they'll go out and won't do anything with it. Okay? Good morning, Val. Let me see here. I get a lot of scamming calls, but I still pick up. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of type of calls, but you got to pick up the phone. It's paramount that you pick up, because you don't know what that call is going to be in regards to. I don't know how many potential clients called me and their number didn't pop up. Their number didn't show up. How many important people called me and they said unknown caller. But had I not picked up, they may have not left a voicemail. Okay? So that's really all I wanted to talk about, guys. If you have any further questions, you can always email me at bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Bookfabiohart@gmail.com. I got the first conference call tomorrow. The select few of people, again, I've only invited 10 people to the conference call. If you want to get on any future conference calls, I want to make sure that you're serious. I don't want it, because I already get enough people that, and I don't charge for the conference call, at least right now. But I get enough people that listen to me here on YouTube and they don't execute. I want people that's going to get out there, that's going to crush it, that's going to execute. Okay? So I think we have maybe 2 spots available left. I've only invited 10 people to the conference call. If you're interested, book FabioHart@gmail.com. Book FabioHart@gmail.com. Other than that, that's going to wrap it up. I'm Fabio Hart. The only person that can ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. Take care.